Hello everybody, back on the command block crash course world, and today we're going to figure out how to set up a shop using XP levels. So let's make a redstone lamp. So there's many different ways to set up a shop. We're going to go through a few of them, and this is here. Let's get these all over. So really we're just going to use one. Okay. So the easiest way, probably, it's very quick to set up, and it uses a pretty nice source of currency, and that is with levels. So what we're gonna do, do I have a button there? I do. Let's grab some chain command blocks. I think we need 3. So the first thing we need to do, give the nearest player, whoever presses the button likely, and as long as they have the level minimum of 10, if we put an L in there, so just like L10, that means they could only buy it if their level is 10. We don't really want that, so we'll put that, and let's give them a stone sword. And so if I press this, nothing will happen because I do not have 10 levels. Next, we do minus 10 levels, nearest player, level minimum is 10. I think that should do it. So that's pretty much all you need. It's very simple to set up. And if I go into game mode 0, so we have 10 levels, press it, we get the stone sword. We have 7 levels. It does not take our XP, which is nice. Press it again. But now that we have 10, you press it. That is the easiest way to set up a command block shop. And it works just fine, except for one problem. The higher XP level you get, the more expensive items cost. Because it takes, if we go into game mode 0 again, 5 levels. There's no way to take normal XP. You can give normal XP, so if I give 5, it gives me 5 experience points. But you cannot take 5 experience points, you have to take 5 experience levels. So that doesn't seem like too much of a problem, except for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 7 XP to get to level 1. And it's 9 XP to get to level 2. So just between 1 and 2, it's 2 whole more XP orbs that you have to collect. It might not seem like much, but when you get to like level 52, and you do, I'm going to do by 10s, it barely does half a level, or half a bar. That's a problem because if somebody wants to buy something really cheap and they've been saving up for something real expensive, it punishes the player for having a really low, or for saving up. And usually you don't want to punish the player for saving up. I mean, you can, but it's not super fun. So another way of doing it is by creating a scoreboard objective. And I'll set one of those So if we do scoreboard objectives, add kills, and make it a total kill count, or maybe something like a mob arena type game. That's probably the scoreboard objective that you would use. And is it this one? No, it's this one. What's the name of it? Just kills, right? Oh, tab doesn't work. Who knew? Yeah, it just kills. So kills is active right now. And we can also... It's easy to display kills. So let's get something that's relatively quiet. So now you have 1 money. It's easy to display, and it's just about as easy. Let's make this cooked beef if your score of kills is at least 3. And then we do similar thing. This time we use scoreboard, players, remove, at P, score underscore kills. And it's really easy to set up too. So I get my 1 piece of steak, and if I keep pressing it, I will not get any more until I get at least 3. That works really well. Okay, so that's our second form, and that's probably one of the best, except for the fact that, you know, a big sidebar or even just a tab list, it's not very pleasant to look at always. Sometimes it can be if you make it all colorful, but it's not the best, and it's not very good for stories. You don't like for plot lines and whatnot. Okay, so we've got a villager set up, and you can easily do custom trades. So for 3 gold nuggets, we can buy 5 arrows, and you will not drop XP if you set the reward XP to 0. And you can change the profession if you want, so not everybody likes a farmer. So let's librarian. That doesn't make too much sense, but you get the idea. And you can do really simple shops with them, and they're not too hard to set up. Like I said, the MCStacker link will be in the description. It's very basic, easy to understand. You just like check things and type in what you want, and it pretty much creates the command for you. And I use it not because I don't know how to do this. I could easily figure it out, but it's just more, it's a lot faster. And yeah, you can see all of those curly brackets and whatnot. Not too fun to look at. Now the problem with these, they add a lot to the story, which isn't a problem, but you need to make a way of getting gold nuggets, or whatever currency you want to use. Maybe you can make it so that mobs drop it, and that's not too hard to do, especially with loot tables. But it's still more than just typing in 2 commands like these two. Maybe even scoreboard objective. All of those work. Some of them a lot better than others. Oh, I know the other way. Couldn't think of it. What I had. thought up of. That's not what I grabbed. You can also make it so that, like a villager, it takes certain items and it gives you something. So, clear nearest player. Let's use golden nuggets again. Is it gold nugget? Let's see. It's just gold nugget. Gold nugget. Let's say 3, or let's go 5 for 10 arrows. And if we set this conditional, only if this clears 5, actually be 0, 5. Only if this clears 5 nuggets will it do this. Right? So if I grab gold nuggets, it will clear 5 and give me 10. Now let's see what happens when we only have 3. It still cleared them, but it was only 3, and it still gave me full price. There's a way to go around this, and it's pretty easy to do. You just do the same command, and but you only do 1, and you do this, and you do 1 less. So if it clears 4, and then it clears 1, it still clears 5, but it checks and see, and if it clears 4, if you only have 3, it will clear all 3 of those. You will only have 1 left, or you won't have any left. So this won't run, making this not run because it needs the previous command to run. So since we don't have any, and it still clears 5 just fine. So we've got 7. We click it again, it clears it, and you don't get anything. This way works very well, and I can't claim the idea of as mine. It's actually Vex, super hostile map maker. That guy, he's not the most advanced in command blocks, but because he's newer, he doesn't use traditional stuff, and that's kind of nice. And so that's pretty much the 4 pretty basic ways. This one is very good for adventure maps. The best one for adventure maps. XP isn't too bad. Should be able to buy a bunch of these. This one's pretty good. XP and scoreboard are probably the 2 better for just kind of like a giant arena brawl type maps where you just fight hordes of mobs. And the last one's more for it's still fighting mobs type stuff, but it's a lot less mobs, I would say. And what's nice about using gold nuggets is that you can, it's like a base 9 currency system. So you can store, do I have any? So if you have stacks upon stacks of gold nuggets in your inventory, you can just craft them into gold ingots, and if you slowly get a bunch of gold ingots, you can turn them into gold blocks. That's what's kind of nice about using villagers and this method, is it gives you more flexibility when it comes to storage, and it makes it more realistic when it comes to, you know, you don't just have an internal currency shop built into a person. That doesn't make very much sense. But that's probably about it for this one, and I'll see you guys all later. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.